Welcome to our yoga practice tonight as we move into fall, autumn. We are doing a practice that is going to help reduce aggravated pitta. In general, stabilize the body because it is a transition time. So let's get started with our practice. We're going to take it to the floor on our hands and knees to start, working with balancing the core. So we want to work with the core. When you're wanting to balance pitta, you're working with the core, you're working with wanting to massage those internal organs, help them to assimilate and digest mentally, physically, and emotionally. All right, let's get started. And again, we have beautiful Tina. All right, it's kind of dark already. So we're coming to our hands and knees. And we're going to start out just rounding, tucking, and then lifting the tail. Ooh. Pause there. And then round. And then lift. Drop the belly. Let's do that one more time. Round. And then lift. Good. Curling your toes under and making sure your knees are hip width apart. Extend your right leg out with the left arm. Pause. Draw your navel in. And then bring it in. Switch to the other side. Left leg, right arm. Bring it in and then push back down dog. Walk out your heels. Draw both heels down. Draw your navel in. Drop back down onto your hands and knees. Right leg extends with the left arm. Release, push back down dog. Drop down onto your hands and knees. Left leg extends with the right arm. Hands down, push back, down dog. Good, drop down onto your knees. Right leg, left arm. Bring it in, push back, down dog. We have a little add-on. Then shift forward. Modify to the knees if you need to, lower. Push up, cobra, pause. And then back down dog. Drop down onto your hands and knees, left leg, right arm. Draw your navel in. Release down, push back, down dog. Shift forward, plank, lower. Good, lift up cobra. Press back, down dog. Then from here, you're going to pick up your right leg and step it forward, drop the back knee. Make sure your foot and your knee are hip width apart. Lift up. And we want to start rotating. So we're rotating to help that reducing of pitta. But we also want to settle and stabilize the body at the same time. So we're going to go from here and release down and straighten both legs. And step back, down dog. Shift forward, plank, lower. So you're on your tummy. Lift up Bhujanasana, cobra. Good, and press back, down dog again. Pause there. Drop down onto your hands and knees and extend the left leg with the right arm. Draw your navel in. Stabilize your core. And then release, press back down dog. Now your left leg's gonna step forward, drop your back knee, hip width apart here, lift and rotate. Then release hands to the ground, or you can use a block, press back, straighten your leg. Drop your head down towards your knee. Nice. Good, then step back down dog. Shift forward plank, lower. Pause. Hold, hands here at the chest. Roll your shoulders back, press your elbows in, lift. Press back down dog. Step your right leg forward and drop your back heel, and you're gonna lift up. Reach. And then we're gonna rotate again, but this time we drop here, hands at the sacrum, or drop to your elbow and hands together. Keep your back heel down. Good, now, little bit different forward fold. You're gonna release the hands down and lift your back leg up. Drop your arm, right arm into the calf, and head goes to the knee. Back leg lifts. Still a forward fold. Then release the back leg down. Pause there. And then this time we're going to step back, plank. Lower. Pause. Roll the shoulders back, elbows in, lift. Press back down dog. And picking up the left leg, step forward. Virabhadrasana 1, reach. Same thing, we're going to rotate to the side. You can take your hand to the sacrum and you're rotating. So it looks like this. Or you drop the elbow down, hands together. Lean back. You really do want to have your hands towards your heart, which means that you have to push up to do that. Try not to collapse. Push up. Excellent. Keep the back heel down. Good, then you release your hands to the ground. Now reach forward, lift your back leg up. Now the left forearm goes to the left calf. Draw your head into the knee. Lift your right leg up. Lower the back leg, release into that fold. Step back plank. Lower. Pause. Shoulders back, elbows in, push up, Bhujanasana. Press back, down dog. Okay, so we just did Warrior 1. We're gonna pretty much do the same thing, but with Warrior 2. Little bit more challenging because it's a completely different hip position. So the right leg comes up and then step forward, Warrior 2. So you're opening up your hip now to the side. So instead of Warrior 1 where your hips are facing front, that makes it a lot easier to rotate. We are now going to rotate with an open hip position, way different. So I'm going to give you some options here. Just hang out here in warrior two. Then you're gonna rotate your arms. They turn and face forward. Your hips are still facing the side, right? But you're driving the heel down. Now your hip starts driving forward, and then you're either dropping down, you can use a block, dropping down here. Okay, you can slide your back leg in just slightly, or use your block and go to that baby toe side of the foot. Now I want you to notice where my arm is, because a lot of people do this. They go in the front of the shin. That's not it. You literally come up on the knee, slide the arm down. Use your block. Hand is on the sacrum. We'll start there. It's kind of big. It's a bigger rotation. And then release. And then again, we're going to bring the hands forward, lift your leg up. Now this time we're going to walk the hands closer to that standing leg. Then take your right arm to the calf. Draw your head in. Woo! And lift the leg up. Big balancing posture here. Plus it's a forward fold. So forward folds help to ground the body. And then release the back leg. Straighten out and drop again into a forward fold. Okay, then from there, step back plank. This time we lower all the way down and hold. Reach back, flex your feet, grab your ankles. Now, if you need to, grab a strap and then lift. Now, I want to show you something with Tina. One of the things that happens with people is they splay their knees out. I don't want you to do that. Keep your knees lifted or together, not touching, but hip width apart. And then lift. How's that? She's like, oh my. Oh my. So you can lift there, or if you're getting support, you can also lift here. Is that a little easier? She's like, no, it's all bad. But you're on your tummy, so it's massaging those internal organs. Okay, and then from here, release and push back into child's pose or extended prayer. Hold it there. Right. And then coming up into a crawling position, extend your right leg, left arm, reach back, grab your foot, lift. Balance. This is really good for your back. Release and press back, down dog. Draw your navel in. Now, left leg comes up. Step forward, warrior two. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to show you this way. So you're in warrior two, you're lined up heel to heel. You're looking down that middle left finger. You want to drop this leg down to 90 degrees. Now she's facing the camera, but she is on her left leg. It just, camera rotates us. So, but she is on her left leg forward. All right. Now the hips are open to the side. And you're going to go from that open side position and rotate your arms towards the front. But look, I didn't change my hips. and then drop down. So it's an intense rotation. Take that left hand to your low back. Now, if you can either take your hand to the big toe side of the foot with a block. So you can stay there and work on this big twist, or you take that hand across, it goes on the other side, and you drop it down to the floor or on a block. Okay. So that arm is not across the shin. It is on the other side. I've got a horsefly in my house. What the? We have wild horses here. They're coming all the way down. Bears too now. Now we've got horses, bears. Next thing you know, it's going to be like the Wizard of Oz going on over here. Okay, so you're on the other side and you're holding it. It's big. Whoa, it's big. Big rotation, squeezing those internal organs. Good. And then the hands drop down in front. Lift your back leg up. Okay, now walk your hands close to the standing leg. Then the left arm, forearm goes to the calf. Draw your head into the knee. Lift. A little more challenging because I moved your hand here. But if you need to move it back out or you need to use a block, no problem. Good. So draw your head in towards your knee. Yeah. It is a forward fold. Woo! Go, Tina, go. This is kind of convenient. Draw your head into your knee. Settle the breath. Settle the breath. Good. Now, lower this extended leg. Drop back into your forward fold. Just release your head. Excellent. Use a block if you need to. Settle everything. And then stepping back, plank. Lower all the way down. Flex your feet again. Grab, lift. Hold. So you can either, if you're getting assistance, you can grab here at the feet or you can lift here. And then press back, child's pose. Release, press back, child's pose. Or extended prayer. There, you're going to grab a block. Right leg comes up. I'm keeping this back leg flat. I'm going to sit on a block or a blanket. Okay, and the left heel goes on the outside of the hip. Looks like this. You have me that other block. This is my bad knee. I have no ACL on this knee, so. Okay, you're here, and then rotate. Good. Then you're going to release out of that and go forward. So you're then going to drop forward. Now, if you want, you can do this as a bound posture. So you literally take your arms, right arm goes in front of the shin on that right leg, turn, internally rotate your hand. Then the other arm comes behind you and you can bind. That opens up the back. You can use a strap if you are not able to grab your hands. All right, then slowly come out of that. Now, we're doing another version of this pose. Here is the version. This foot, you can either keep it here like this, just like this, same thing, or it comes up and goes in. I'm going to turn and show you. It comes out from the side and goes in here. This foot is up. Okay, it goes right here with where the thigh meets the hip. And then you drop. Okay? It's big. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. Are you able to do it, Tina? So your right leg is up. I'm on a block here. I have to lower. The other foot comes in. You drop the left leg. It's really hard to do on a block, you guys. You got to use a blanket. Okay? It is a half lotus. Half lotus. Drop. And then you rotate. Or you can do it like this. So the leg is up, and instead of being up, you just drop it to the inside and you rotate. Same pose. Okay. All right. And then coming out of that rotation, now you reach forward, you drop the hip down, and then you try to bind again. Now you might have to use strap. So if you're using a strap, so she's in, then have your foot in a little bit more. She's going to use a strap and grab. It's good to challenge, have a little bit of a challenge sometimes. So now she's in half lotus. That left knee goes down to the ground and she is bound and dropping forward. Woo! Cowabunga. How would you say wow in German? She said wow in German is wow. Pretzel. Okay, what's pretzel in German? Plitzel. That's not very exciting. Plitzel. I'm not saying it right. All right, slowly come out of it. Shake out those legs. Ooh. Okay, you're pulling your right foot in now. You're going to sit on a block. Left leg comes in. The right foot is on the outside of your hip. Lift up, and now we rotate. So now we're going the other way. That was exciting, wasn't it? It's good. It's good to get a laugh once in a while, right? Okay, make sure your right heel is on the outside of your hip. You're not sitting on it. Pull it to the outside. So you can pull your heel out a little bit. Your right heel. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. And then we go forward, reach. Drop your head. You could just stay here or grab and bind. Drop your head. And then releasing out of that. Now you're going to release the right leg. It comes in, it's either going to go in front like this. Okay, and then you're going to rotate. Or it's going to go into half lotus. And then you're going to rotate. Okay? How's that leg? And then you rotate. Pretty intense. Then come out of that rotation, drop that right knee, and bind. Okay, now if you're not able to bind, use a strap. There you go. So she's doing half lotus. It's hard. Drop your head. It's a really hard pose. So remember, you can modify this, you guys. Instead of being in half lotus, you're just having the foot flat and you're rotating this or you're binding this way. Okay, so instead of this foot being up into half lotus, you can go like this. Okay. Okay, good. And then come out of that, shake it out. She's like, oh, thank God. Wow. Crazy. Good. And then we take it onto our back. Draw your knees into your chest. Hug. Rock side to side. You okay?
Yeah.
She's laughing over here. Well, Tina's just loving it because we did something new, right? All right. And then you're going to drop both legs to the right. Right arm goes on top of the leg and extend your left arm out. Got it? So then extend. Ooh, you got it?
The arm.
Yeah, so make sure your left arm is extending. And this is good. Relax here. Breathe. Another great pose for, it's a simple pose for helping to massage those internal organs, reduce heat. And then lifting up and going to the other side. Same thing, you're going to extend the arm. I like to use the left arm and hold the legs down. And then extend the other arm. Breathe. Good. And then from there, we're going to bring our feet together, grab them, pull them in. So it's like Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose in the air. Then open up and drop into baby finds his feet. I'm holding the baby toe side of the foot, but you can do the big toe side too. And then activate your sacrum. So the back of the pelvis activates and presses into the floor. Bring back your lumbar curve. Press those knees down into the armpits. Relax your pelvis, all the other sides of your pelvis. So the floor of the pelvis, the upper pelvis, but keep pressing your back of your pelvis into the ground.
Then bringing your feet together, Baddha Konasana again, drop to the ground. Now, if you need to, you can take a block on either side of your knee and then hold them for a little bit of support. Okay, if you need it. I have a torn labrum. I have so many issues with my body. But anyway, I have a torn labrum. That's up in my hip. You can have a labrum tear in your shoulder and your hip. It's the cartilage area that holds the head of the joint up into the socket. So that can get damaged. Mine's from years and years and years of being a runner and then everything else I've done. And just to take a moment to close your eyes and relax in here. Let the pelvis soften. Let gravity release the pelvis. Good. Then bringing your feet together, find your heels, push up into bridge. Hold that. Soften your face. Track the knees in line with the front of the hip bone. Then lowering the pelvis, lift your legs up. So we're going to lift up and then lower and lift the upper body up. Grab your right leg, lift your torso, and then rotate. Look at your right thumb. Now you're going to keep your torso looking to the side. Drop the leg to the ground. This right arm comes up, crosses over the left, grabs either the arm or the opposite foot, and you're still looking to the side. So it's a forward fold, but you're in a twist. So you're either grabbing the baby toe side of the foot with the right arm to the left foot, or you're grabbing the arm. That's modified. Keep yourself rotated. And then release out of that. Lift up, and now you're going to grab the right leg, extend the left arm, look at that thumb. So you're either grabbing the shin or baby toe side of the foot. Look at that left thumb. Then drop down. Keep your hand right there. The other arm comes up. You're still looking to the side. You're either grabbing that right arm or reaching to the baby toe side of the right foot. Stay rotated in that forward folding position. Nice. Good job, Patty. All right, and then releasing out of that, you're going to take it back onto your back. Draw your knees in a circle. Go in one direction, and then go in the other direction. Once again, you're going to take your legs to one side, extend the left arm out. Breathe. Then lift your legs, take them to the other side and extend your right arm out and breathe. And then set yourself up for Shavasana. If you need to do another bridge to reset your pelvis, do it. And then Shavasana. Arms below the heart, palms up, cover your eyes. If you are cold, cover your whole body. Okay. And relax. All right. Begin to deepen your breath. Allow some movement into your fingers and toes.
Gently, slowly roll to your right side, and we're going to pause there for a moment. Take a few breaths, let the body feel relaxed and at ease. And then bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands together and connecting your thumbs to your heart. Close your eyes and connect with the very center of your physical body. So identify your whole front body and your whole back body, and where do they meet? Where is the center between the front and back bodies? Then connect with your right side body, the whole side. Physically feel it. And the whole left side, physically feeling it. And where do they meet? Where's the very center between the right and the left sides? And then find the center between all four sides, the front, the back, the right and left sides. Where is your center? Your physical center in your body. Just hold your awareness there. And by doing so, you are quite literally bringing yourself into a centered place to where you feel more centered. Mind is more centered. Your emotional body is more centered. And may you have a wonderful evening. Namaste.